Hey everybody, how are you? So, I'm shooting this by my window, which could mean that you might hear some stuff, and I'm really sorry if you do. My town and my street just seems to be very noisy, but I like the lighting, and this is just where I'm sitting, so hopefully it won't really pick up any outside noise, but I like to shoot with natural light. It's nice. So here I am. I hope you guys are all doing really well. I hope you guys are having a good week. It is Saturday, February 13th, and I probably will post it today. I will. Which means tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Yay! Hence my red lips. And this was like the closest thing to pink that I own, and it looks not pink at all. It looks kind of brown. I don't know why I don't really have any pink clothes, because I like pink. But I thought that I would do a video today all about love and about Valentine's Day, and tell you guys some stories, and tell you guys how I met my boyfriend, and just stuff like that. So yeah, it should be fun. Whether or not you are with someone, or you're single, or you're just coming out of a relationship, or whatever, I think Valentine's Day is a day that you also should remind yourself how much you love yourself, because no matter what, that is what is the most important. If you don't love yourself, then you can't really be in a good relationship with someone, I think. You need to love yourself first before you love anybody else. And that's hard, and that's something that I'm working on still, and I think a lot of people are working on. So it's hard, but it's really important. So just remind yourself of how amazing you are and how loved you are. And Valentine's Day can be about lots of different kinds of love: friend love, family love, dog love. So it's, but also, if you want to be a little more cynical about it, it is like a corporate holiday. They just like want us to buy stupid cards and pink stuff and candy, but I think it's a nice excuse, for us, at least for me and my boyfriend. It's just a nice excuse to go get some food. We don't really I bought him, chocolate, and I'm gonna get him I found cards that are like The Office themed, and we are obsessed with The Office. It's like our thing that we always watch together. So I'm gonna get one of those for him. They're so cute, oh my god. And yeah, then we'll just go out to dinner and just spend the day together. Last year we literally got pizza and ice cream, and we just watched movies and hung out in our undies all day and just ate, and we were like, this is the best Valentine's Day ever. Because him and I both just love lounging. We love just being in our pajamas and just watching stuff and cuddling. We're both so lazy. It's great. So that was fun. But I think we'll go do something tomorrow. Go to a nice restaurant. I'm not sure where yet though. For some reason I started making rice right before I started shooting this video, so I keep getting up to check on it. I don't know why I did it. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I do that all the time. So whether or not you want to boycott Valentine's Day because it's kind of dumb, or take it to spend the day with your significant other and love them, and give them gifts and go out to a nice dinner, or if you want to focus on giving yourself a Valentine's Day present, or showing your appreciation to your family and your friends, whatever. I hope you have a good day tomorrow, and it's gonna be a good day, or you don't have to celebrate it. It's whatever. It's really not that big of a deal. Like, I think you should show people that you love them, like, all the time. You don't need Valentine's Day to do that, but it is like a nice reminder. I mainly focus on the food part. Me and my boyfriend both love food so much. We bond over food so much. It's really nice. Okay, so I'll tell you guys like my whole dating history. It's actually really funny. I shouldn't have, but I started dating in the 7th grade. And let me preface this by saying, even though I did date a lot when I was younger, I didn't do anything that I shouldn't have been doing. It was very innocent. Not that there's something wrong with that. Well, let me rephrase. I do think there's something wrong with a 7th grader having sex. But I don't mean to shame you if you did do that. That's what I meant. I think that's too young. That's just me. But if you did do that, it's okay. It's not your fault. Anyway. But the relationships were pretty innocent. But I got a boyfriend in 7th grade. His name was Jimmy. And I remember, and it's funny because my boyfriend now, his name is Jimmy, so it's kind of weird. And they were both wrestlers. Whoa. That's kind of weird. But I kind of was boy crazy. Like in 5th and 6th grade, me and my friends were like, I don't know, we were weird. We were a little boy crazy. I don't know why. And then when we got to middle school, like, I don't know, I don't remember exactly how we met, but we started dating and we were like the only, kids in our group of friends who were dating, and everybody would always like tease us and stuff, and I never went over to his house. He never went over to my house, unless like the few times that it was like, I'm sorry, sometimes when I talk a lot I forget to chew gum. I hope I have been chewing it enough. Sometimes we'd hang out in a big group, so we'd use that as an excuse to hang out, and I kept it from my parents. But we ended up dating for like almost a whole year, which is a crazy long time for a relationship between two 12-year-olds. Like, we started dating when I was 12, and I thought I was so cool. So funny. And I remember I had my first kiss with him. Oh my god, this is so funny. I had my first kiss with him. I think I was probably still 12, and it was at ice skating. And that was like the thing to do for middle schoolers in my town. Was to go to ice skating on Friday nights. It was like open skate. And I remember we like planned it out. We were like, we're gonna kiss. And we went like, there was these vending machines, and there was like a space between the vending machine and the wall, and we like went back there, which is so creepy when I think about it. It's like super sketchy. And we kissed, and I remember I was horrified because like I thought when we were negotiating this, I thought that it was gonna be like a closed mouth kiss, but I think he had different ideas, because it was very much like a make out, and I was like, like I hated him. I was not happy. It was so gross. Like, I remember being so just grossed out, and my friends were all like, oh my god, what happened? Like, how was it? And I was like, kind of gross. So I didn't have the best impression of kissing. I was a little traumatized. But we continued to date, and I mean, that's about as far as we got, I think. And I remember one time I lied to my mom, and I told her I was gonna go to the movies with like a bunch of friends, but she is a smart woman and she caught on to me, and she went to the movies at the same time as me. Sneaky. And at the time I was mad, but like now I kind of get it because I have a little sister and I do feel kind of motherly towards her. So I understand. But she like went to the movies with my younger sister at the same time I went to the movies. Different movie, but, and I remember I walked out of the movie with my boyfriend holding his hand, thinking I was so smart. And in our movie theater, it's like some theaters are on one side, some theaters are on the other side. So we were both walking out at the same time, and I saw her, and I was like, I almost peed my pants. I knew I was in so much trouble. She was so mad at me. So I think I got grounded, but I think she forgave me. And honestly, I was a really good kid. Like, I didn't really get in trouble ever, so if that's the worst I did, I think she should be pretty glad. So then I remember we broke up. I broke up with him over I am. Just pretty serious, which is a shitty thing to do. But I didn't, I don't remember. I think I broke up with him because I liked another guy. This makes me sound like an asshole. I'm sorry. But I was literally 13 years old. Yeah, so I remember I started getting a crush on another guy, and I didn't really like that guy anymore, so I terminated the relationship, and he was very upset, I remember, and I cried. It was not good. And then right after, I started dating this other guy. So I'll fast forward a little bit for you. I think I probably ended up dating, this is so bad, but let me just say again, they were all pretty innocent relationships. I got the title of a serial dater. I don't know why. Now looking back on it, I can say I think I had a lot of self-esteem issues, I had a lot of confidence issues, and I don't think it was the best thing for me at such a young age when my sense of self is developing and your brain is developing and your beliefs, and you're never alone. You know what I mean? You need to learn how to be alone and be okay with yourself. So it wasn't a good thing for me. But say lovey, it's okay. But yeah, I guess I can say if you have kids and they're really young and they're doing that serial dating thing, even if they're not like being sexual with them, it does cause a lot of like emotional turbulence. And it's hard, So, but I probably dated like maybe 5 or 6 guys in middle school. Again, all innocent relationships, but still caused lots of turbulence, especially like one guy in like 9th grade. I remember, and I like thought I was in love with him. I thought he was so cool, and he's a musician, and he's tall and cute, and I just I thought that was it. And I remember he broke up with me after like, I don't know how long we dated, maybe like 6 months. It wasn't that long, but in middle school time, it was a really long time, He probably broke up with me, yeah, maybe like 6 months, and it was during school. And if you ever, I don't know if like you remember this from when you were in school, or if you still are, you have periods. So it was like second period, and I think there are like 8 or 9 periods in the day in middle school. So it was like the beginning of the day, and I was in earth science, and he like wrote me this whole long note that was like, I love you so much, but like it's more like a sister. And I was like, oh, I was so devastated. I was so upset. And I remember I went to band class right afterwards, and I was trying to play the clarinet, and I just like tears were coming down my face while I was playing the clarinet. And everyone like knew us, and so everyone in band was like whispering to each other. I'm assuming about me, like, why the hell was I crying in the middle of band? It was so bad. And then to make it even worse, at the end of the day when I got home from school, I got a knock at the door, and it was his mother, and she didn't know we broke up, and she was looking for her dog because the dog got loose, and we started just talking, and I was like trying to act normal and not be weird, and she was like, I was talking about how you and my son are just, I was talking to our neighbor about it or something, about how you guys are just the best couple, you guys like balance each other out so much, you guys are just so good together. And I was just like, yeah, we're a great couple. And it made me so sad. It was horrible. So funny. So it's just funny how like I was devastated, like I thought it was the end of the world. And now, I mean, I was a child really, but to me then it was like it was devastating. But now I'm in a wonderful relationship, and I don't obviously care about that anymore. And me and this person see each other sometimes. We kind of have a similar like broad group of friends, and like we're totally friendly and nice to each other. Like I'd say we're acquaintances, like, or like friends. So it's like all good. But it's just funny how things can seem so devastating to you when you get dumped. And if you're going through that right now, it's gonna be okay. I promise. I know it's really hard. Well, and I know obviously my 9th grade heartbreak doesn't compare to like actual adult breakups, but I promise it'll get better. It sucks though. It's not fun. But so then I got to high school, and I was in a like really weird relationship for like a year. It was like a friendship but also a relationship. It was very complicated, with a guy who was a huge jerk. He was just really, really mean. Not a nice person at all. Kind of verbally abusive to me. Really mean. So, I don't have to talk about that, but that was obviously not good. So then we broke up, and it was like a whole, oh my god, a whole thing. And then I started dating a guy who was in my high school. I think I was a junior and he was a senior, and we dated for 3 years, and I actually went to college in the same town as him, which at the time I was like, man, if we break up this is gonna suck, because I like, but I didn't just go to college here because of him. I actually genuinely loved the school I went to. We didn't go to the same school, it was in the same town. So, it ended up being fine. Like, I loved the school I went to, and I wouldn't have wanted to go anywhere else. Yeah, so we dated for 3 years, and he's a really great person. And, like, we had a good relationship. His family's awesome, and there was a point where I thought we were gonna get married, but after, like, in the last year of our relationship, I started to have doubts and, like, kind of get bored, and then slowly I started realizing that he just wasn't. He's a great guy, and we did have a good relationship and a good friendship, and we had fun together, but he just wasn't, like, the one, and I don't know. But it was really hard. So I broke up with him, and it was horrible. Breaking up with someone sucks too, because I wish that I was like madly in love with him. I wish that I was, but I just wasn't, So it was really, really hard, and I'm sure it was devastating for him, and I still have a lot of guilt about that, honestly. I wish that it just could have worked out differently. Not worked out between us, but just, I don't know. But I guess that it's never easy when you're in a situation like that, when you date someone for a long time and then you break up. It's so hard. Because I was close with his family, and I went on vacation with them, and it sucked. It was really hard. But I still care about him. I saw him recently for the first time in a while, and we actually had a really nice conversation. We caught up, and it was really cool. Oh man, my foot's falling asleep. So I was happy that we can be friendly with each other. It was good, actually. I was surprised. I was kind of nervous he was gonna like not talk to me at all, but yeah, it really wasn't. It was good, so that made me happy. Yeah, but if you're in a relationship and you feel, you just have to listen to your intuition. Because for like a whole year, my intuition was telling me like, this just isn't right. You so badly want it to be right, and you guys have a lot in common, but it's just not right. And I didn't want to believe it. If something is telling you that, listen to it. You always should listen to your intuition. So, we broke up. And then I had a mini fling with this stupid idiot. Just like a month, like just a little stupid thing. And then that ended. And then I started dating my current boyfriend. So I guess I'll tell you guys that story. And that can probably be the end of this video. So this is such a weird story. Me and my boyfriend Jimmy, it was our 2.5-year anniversary like the other day. And we actually grew up on the same street. We went to the same high school. And we have known each other since middle school, actually. He's 2.5 years younger than me. So I'll be 23 in March, and he's still 20. He'll be 21 in August. So I'm a little bit older than him, which is funny. But like our age, it's like not a thing. Like it doesn't matter. It's a very minor age difference. Yeah, so we were friends in middle school and high school. Pretty good friends, like really good friends actually. And I always thought he was great. Like I always thought he was so funny. I remember like since we were young, I always was like, you should be a comedian, you're so funny. He was just always one of the coolest people that I knew. I guess I never really got to know him so much on a really deep level when we were younger. But then in high school, he like, you know, went through puberty and he got really tall. And everybody was like, oh my god, Jimmy's looking good. Like he's looking really, really handsome. And he really, like, he got so handsome. Oh my god. So, but I was always like, no, he's like a brother to me. Like I just would never see him that way. But then, that summer, when we got together, we just, since we lived on the same street, we would go for walks together at night a lot. And just like as friends. But then we just started to get to know each other on a deeper level, I guess. And we just got really close, and it was awesome. And I was kind of having a fling with someone, and he was kind of having a fling with someone. So there was no even remote like idea that we would get together like when we were hanging out, but we did just get closer like as friends. And then we both of our flings ended. And it's so weird. And I always said, like, we always like would joke about, you know, being together, but we both would be like, oh god, no, we're like siblings. Like we'd be like, ew, I would never date you. And then one night, like, I remember it was the day that Breaking Bad premiered. Not the first season, but like one of them. And I went over there to watch it. And I so easily could have not gone over there because we were gonna go over to my friend Jess's house. But then she texted us and was like, my dad wants to go to sleep and like doesn't want us to be loud, so you guys can't come over. So I was like, shit. So I just went over there. And we were alone. And then we went outside. And we were late. He had a trampoline in his backyard, and sometimes we just go out there at night and like look at the stars and stuff. And For a few days prior to this, we had been like a little flirty with each other. Like kind of sitting a little bit closer to each other on the couch and stuff like that. And it was, one of the first times, like, oh, I remember I had a dream about him that we like made out or something, or that we were dating, like maybe a week or two prior to this. And then I kind of started thinking about him in that way, and I was like, oh, this is weird. Like, I just had really weird conflicting feelings on it. So yeah, we were out there, and then I remember like we kind of started laying close to each other, and his brother, we heard a noise, so we both like turned around, and then like I faced him again, and then we just kissed, and we were like, what the hell? Like, it was so weird, but it was like awesome. It was like, and if you like knew us then, all of our friends were like, wait, what? Because we just had always been really close friends, like for years, and just like a brother and sister kind of thing. So it was just a weird thing, but it was like magical. And then we just started spending every day together, and we were kind of just so enamored with each other. And like after a couple days, we were like, oh my god, like I feel like I love you. Like it was like a whirlwind. Like it was crazy, because we already knew each other so well, so it kind of felt like we skipped a lot of steps, and we were like, I want to spend every minute with you, like I just am crazy about you. So it was like, it was amazing. But then he was going to school like 3 hours away from where I was going to school, and it was so sad. Oh my god, it was like the saddest day of my life when he left. I don't think I've ever cried that much. I'm not even kidding. It was brutal. But we wanted to make it work, so we were long distance for a year, which was hard, but honestly I think it made us appreciate each other more. And he hated the school that he was at. He really didn't like it. And I know how this sounds, but he actually initially wanted to go to the school that I went to. He applied there, but he applied really late and he didn't get in. So he went to the second choice. And he hated it there. And I didn't like anytime I'd go to visit him, obviously I was really excited, but I was like, oh, this place sucks. It was just really cold and like depressing. So after a year, he was like, I'm gonna transfer to your school because I wanted to go to school there anyway. I hate this school and I love you and I want to be with you, so it just kind of made sense. And he transferred here, and it was the best. Oh my god, it was so nice not to be away from each other again. Like it was so nice. So then I graduated, and I graduated last May. Yeah, and that summer, or that like August, we got an apartment together and we moved in together. And now we live together. And it's crazy. And I've never been happier, honestly, with anyone else. He makes me so happy. Like life, like every day is just like exciting and fun with him. Like I could never imagine my life without him. I like truly feel like he's my other half. He's the best. Like, we're just best friends. I've never been closer with anyone. We like read each other's minds. I always know how he feels. He doesn't even have to tell me. I've never had that much of an intimacy with somebody. And we just, honestly, one of the most important things to me in a relationship is humor. And he feels the same way. And we have the exact same sense of humor, and we just like laugh our ass off together all the time. And it's just so much fun living with him. It's just like a little party every day. It's just so fun. And I'm super happy. He's the best. So it's really good. So it doesn't even matter any bad relationship that I was ever in, or any bad breakup, like it all doesn't matter. because I found the right person for me. So it's really awesome. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much our deal. He's the best. And yeah, we're gonna probably just go eat a bunch of food tomorrow. Maybe we'll get some sushi. I don't know. So if you haven't found someone that you think is like really perfect for you, you will. I promise you. I promise you. You just gotta trust that it's gonna happen, and you gotta try to put it out there and really ask the universe what you want. You know what I mean? And then just trust that it's gonna happen and just kind of let it go. I feel like, honestly, good relationships happen when you least expect them, which sounds so cliche and stupid, but I really think it's true, because that's what happened to me, and that's what's happened to a lot of my friends, and friends of mine that I know that are like actively looking for someone to date don't really seem to have that much luck. So don't stress that much about it, and it'll just happen, and it'll all be okay. I promise. So yeah, that's about it. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the background. I feel like I changed the angle a little bit. I'm sorry if I did. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I didn't like talk too loud, or I hope I chewed enough gum. Sometimes when I get off talking, I kind of forget. So I hope this was enjoyable, or at least like mildly entertaining for you guys. And I hope you have a really good Valentine's Day, whatever you choose to do. Whether you choose to celebrate it or not, just know that you're awesome and you deserve all the love in the world, and you should love yourself because you're amazing. Yeah. And I just want to say, what else? I want to try to do like 2 videos a week. I'm going to try. So hopefully in a few days I'll post another role play, or maybe like a drawing video. People have been asking for that. So you will see me soon. And I've been thinking a lot. I'm almost 23, so I've been thinking a lot, like, what do I want to do with my life? Like, what am I meant to do? Like, what's my passion? Whatever. And I've been thinking a lot that the thing that I probably care the most about is animals. And I finally, like, after years of being a vegetarian and being mostly vegan, I'm like 100% vegan now, which is exciting, and I feel like I do have a lot of like thoughts on it and advice to give about going vegan and staying vegan, and stuff like that. So I've been making some videos for my other channel, and I think that might be something that I really might be interested in doing, is trying to like kind of spread the word about veganism and helping people at least like make more vegan choices, and ease into it, whatever. And I just love food. I've been like experimenting with different recipes and stuff like that. So so if you guys want to go and support me on there, I will put the link here. If you don't, that's okay. And I'm still going to be making videos on here just as much as I always do, so don't worry. But I think it's something that I might want to move in the direction of. I'd love to like work for an animal activism group when I move somewhere where there is one. There's not right now, so kind of digital activism is really the only way that I have to pursue that. So I'm probably gonna try to post more on that other channel. So I'll put the link there if you guys wanna support me on there. If you don't, that's really okay, because I know it's not everybody's thing. But I will still be here just as much, and I appreciate you guys so much, and all the nice stuff you say, and you guys are all very special to me, and you're all awesome, and that's it. So I hope you guys have a really good Valentine's Day, or just a regular Sunday, and I'll see you really soon.